Hello and welcome to Sunset Talks, a podcast by Sunset Hospitality Group. From the Elite Cafe Gourmet in Dubai Harbour Yacht Club, we're joined by someone who has redefined what wellness means inside Sunset Hospitality Group. Vanja Banović, brand manager of Phrase, leads with purpose, science, and empathy, shaping a wellness culture built on long-term well-being rather than quick fixes. From breaking myth around women's fitness to creating community-driven spaces where people feel safe, supported, and seen, Vanya's work goes beyond workouts. In this episode, we explore her journey, her mission, and the real impact wellness can have on individuals and companies alike. Vanya, welcome to Sunset Talks.
Thank you for having me.
How are you?
I am really good. I was looking forward to this interview.
We were
to be
looking
honest.
forward exactly
Yes,
to have
yes,
this episode with you.
Yes.
We have so many things to speak about, but initially I want to start with you to ask you what the motto of Sunset Hospitality Group, we bring people together, mean to you?
Well, definitely for me, that is not just a tagline, right? For Race, I can say it is the heart of everything what we do. I will try to explain this in a little bit different way so you understand and audience understand what I mean by that. We know that we live in a digitally increasing world, right? World which is fast-paced and I would say kind of isolated, right? So this genuine human connection is something that we are losing, right, in time. But also on the other side, this exactly genuine human connection is what people crave the most.
Yeah, the more we get connected, the less we get connected in this world,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly like that. So Race has been built as a community-based facilities. What we do at Race, when we say community, there is many clubs now around the world who use the word community. And what does that actually mean? In some clubs, they are just using it because it's fashion. Mm-hmm. But in my opinion, what we created is the feeling of belonging somewhere, of course, to Raise this time. So through our different type of activities, such as, let's say, group classes, or maybe just a friendly talk at the gym floor, or a friendly smile from our receptionists at the front desks, there is this connection that we try to create, and we do create with our members, with our guests, with our visitors, and of course, between the employees themselves, right? So what we want to achieve, and for fact, I can say that we are achieving definitely, is that we create these bonds between all the people who come to our facilities.
Yeah.
We celebrate their achievements, we communicate, and most important, we really try to make them feel welcomed, uplifted, and valued, just being part of our community.
You're bringing people together to lift them, to uplift them, to
Correct.
empower them.
Exactly.
And when we say about long-term well-being and not quick fixes,
Yeah.
what do you mean? Is it like, it's not if I want to grow my biceps, yeah, I can grow it with a little
Yes.
bit, but you're beyond that.
Yeah,
what
for
does
sure.
long-term well-being mean to you?
Look, I realized what that means long ago. Raise even existed. I worked and I opened many clubs during my 20 years career in this field. Throughout the whole this time, I work with so many people, and what I realized that the wellness is a responsibility, and it's a long-term commitment. Once I really truly understood the impact that wellness has beyond our physical body. So when people come, let's say, to our club, and I really truly think that everywhere should be like that, we influence their daily life by our activities, by our approach, by the way how we communicate with them. We influence their well-being. We influence their stress, right? So the goal is to manage their stress. And with all of that, we basically influence their life when you look at the big picture. So wellness, in my opinion, shouldn't be a duty for anyone. It should be something that we are committing to do and help to improve people's lives in general. Not only
Tell me how. Tell me why. Why would someone have exercise not only to grow muscles
Yeah.
or to lose weight?
there is so many reasons why. So we need to dig a little bit deeper to explain.
Let's dig. This is why we're here. That's why you're here.
Okay. So you, example, you are training as well. You have this 1 hour per day, per how many times per week, it doesn't matter. So you want to go to your club and you want to feel completely disconnected, right? You want to use this time to de-stress, to motivate yourself, to feel better about yourself, whatever that reason is. So if you come, for example, to our club, let's say, you want to spend with the coach 1 hour, for example. You don't want coach to tell you, do this, do that. You can do this by yourself, right? You can download the program. It's easy.
Online,
and
exactly.
And you can do any exercise that you want and any program that you want. But first and foremost, what coach and us need to improve on, it is your emotional well-being, right? So when someone comes, let's say, to coach, there is many examples that people feel frustrated because something happened at work, because of this, because of family problem. Coach is not there at that moment, only coach. He listens, but he doesn't judge.
Okay.
Right? So this 1 hour that you spend, you really have to feel emotionally relieved and feeling better about yourself just because you are there and have this time properly used. So emotional well-being. Second thing, which is very important, it is empowerment and knowledge. What that means. So if coach, example, tell you do that exercise, what is the meaning of that exercise? I need to help you to understand why we are doing this exercise. What will benefit if you do this exercise for a certain period of time? So you need to have the knowledge behind everything, right?
Science-backed.
Science-backed, exactly. Because it's a fact. When you have knowledge about anything in your life, you become more confident in anything what you do. If you are confident about anything that you do, you become more consistent about it.
And more disciplined.
And more discipline. And then at the end, if you are consistent about anything in your life, you will transform. And this is actually what we want. So it's not only about training, it's not about, it's
a mix of
full
everything.
package.
You said that
like
you opened clubs in your career.
Yeah.
And I know you hired coaches. I know you recruited some of them. For you as a woman, was that an obstacle? Was that hard? I mean, instructors, coaches, they're big guys,
Yes.
muscle guys. And you, as a woman, have you ever seen something like they're not taking you into, like they didn't take you seriously or
Yes,
anything?
Of course. I mean, I've been in this industry for a very long time. I felt on my skin everything what is possible, because fitness industry at first was built with no woman in mind. That's my opinion. So me opening different clubs in different kinds of settings, of course, had different challenges. So I will give you one simple example. It was a long time ago, maybe like 12 years ago, something like that. It happened that I worked in purely men environment. So I was the only female club director managing two clubs at the same time, ladies and mixed kind of session club. I really had difficulties, first of all, because I was the only female manager working with men at that time. It was really hard. I had to work twice more harder to achieve anything that I wanted because I really didn't have right support because, I was a woman.
But what was the myth that you broke?
Myth that I broke. Oh, there are many myths that I broke. Let's say that, again, for the past how many decades, we have been listening that women need to shrink, example. They shouldn't grow, example.
In size, muscle size.
So it means you need to lose weight. You need to skip your dinner. You need to be thinner. I mean, look at those models on TV, for example. You shouldn't lift weights. You will bulk. You can tell right now, and am I huge? I've been lifting weights for 20 years. Do more cardio. You need just to do cardio because you will be slimmer, and that kind of things. In my opinion, it's completely opposite. So for women to feel empowered, she needs to be strong. Being strong means not only lifting weights, but if we lift weights, let's do connection with that. If we lift weights and do strength training, we automatically improve our metabolism. We balance our hormones. And we know how that is important for women, especially in later ages when menopause comes and everything. I am example of lifting weights for 20 years and how it helped me. I'm the one also struggling with infertility for many, many years. And strength training helps me to feel strong and empowered about myself. Strength training improves moods. Your mood. Automatically, you will feel better after the training. Improves your sleep pattern. And at the end, maybe the most important thing, it improves your emotional resilience. So this is just first thing what comes to my mind when I talk about strength training. So women should not be slim and skip their meals and whatever. For decades we were listening.
They just need to find the right package for them.
Exactly. So maybe to conclude this myth that fitness was about aesthetics, but it's actually not.
It's not.
It's not. It's much more than that. If a woman feels empowered about herself, if she has clarity in her mind and she feels strong, then a woman becomes unstoppable, basically. She can do everything.
Yeah, and what is train and growth and longevity for a woman who is juggling between work, family, even her own pressures, like social pressures or whatever, what kind of pressures? How can a woman would be able to manage and have this balance between all these things together?
Yeah. Again, training or type of training that women do for themselves should be training that fits her needs, and it has to support these three very important characteristics, call it strength, mobility, and longevity. So this type of training combined, I will explain one by one what I mean by that. But combination of these three, call it trainings, they should support her real life.
Okay.
Her imperfect life, but it's her life.
To complement.
Exactly. So if we talk, let's say, about strength, I already mentioned what are the benefits of strength training. So the woman doing strength training, she feels strong and she doesn't feel overwhelmed to juggle between all of this. She doesn't feel exhausted
Okay.
to do everything what she does on daily basis. It helps her boost her energy. If we talk about mobility, people normally skip this part when they're trained, and this is so important. Why? Because in the future, in your future life, you don't want your body suddenly to stop and you
And
are
to
not
fail you.
yeah, to fail. So you're not able to sit down the way you want. You are not able to stand up. You are not able to bend. Whatever you do in your daily life, this is mobility. And the third part is longevity. Especially if we are talking about women in 40s, 50s, 60s. I am also in my 40s. We want to be confident that we can do all of these activities when we are all in this age, and we need to age gracefully. So if the training, your training complements all of this, then you know that you are on the
On the
right.
right track.
Yes.
When you say that Raise offers training backed by science, what does that mean for a client who approaches you and wants to register?
Yes. So first of all, of course, our coaches and everybody, they are super qualified. I mean, this is something that is basic and it has to be like that. We utilize digitalization. Of course, there is no, in today's world, wellness without digitalization. So we use systems which track our clients' progress. So we measure them, we take our body weight, water percentage, fat percentage, whatever is required, health history. There is a consultation part for each client when they come to our club. And we track their progress using the data that we have. So we measure them from time to time, we talk with them, and we can see how they progress during the time. But of course,
And you
for that,
manage to do some kind of trainings for whatever the results are.
of course, we offer different activities, especially for women, let's say, for all these problems that women are stressed about on daily basis, hormonal disbalances and everything. Our programs are made in order to help distress, keep that balance, and at the end, we keep people happy, right? This is the ultimate goal.
Yeah. During the episode, you mentioned something about the infertility.
Yeah.
And I know we will discuss this in a way that would be an awareness to others or to whoever is watching, and to understand how it inspired you to create a project that is very dear to your heart. I want you
Yes.
to share your experience
Sure.
about that.
Sure, it will be my pleasure. So I'm really happy actually that you brought this up. I have my own podcast where I talk about infertility. So since 2018, I've been struggling to conceive. So I went to many IVF cycles, failed, obviously. I still don't have children. Many failed IVF cycles. I went even through egg donation procedures 2 times in my country, and that was failed as well. And then having these failures year by year, attempt by attempt, it really takes the toll on any woman. Now it's been 7 years that I am constantly trying to become a mom, and it's not happening. So I have my work on one side of my life, which I'm trying to keep successful as much as possible. But from the other side, I have my own struggles, right? Which nobody see.
The struggles that are behind the scenes.
Exactly. So what I realized having this podcast, so many women are there behind, and they're very silent about their fears, about their hopes, about what they are going to do next, about everything. So I basically give them opportunity to speak about it publicly, because I know from my own experience, when I started to talk about it publicly, I instantly felt so much better. And I want to influence people to feel good about themselves, regardless what their fear or problem that they have,
And
and
share
they're
their
fighting.
experiences.
Exactly. And they share real experiences. So, of course, on internet, we can find so many different information, research,
Exchange numbers of doctors,
Exactly.
experiences, solutions.
Everything.
And I really appreciate you sharing this story with us.
Yeah, of course.
And I know that this also pushed you to speak about wellness of employees behind the scenes. We've all been at some point somewhere in life at I don't know when, but for example, I would share also another experience when I was going through a certain type of stress. The employees, you don't want them to see you crying or weak
Yeah.
or tired. So we all had these moments where we had to hide somewhere, cry, call someone,
Yes.
to be weak for some point.
Yes.
For people who are nowadays, they are a bit more aware of that. And instead of going crying in the kitchen or going calling someone or your therapist, companies now are providing a lot of wellness activities and wellness programs, and one of them Sunset Hospitality Group. But before we go into that, I want you to share why you went to this wellness that is not only physical activity, it's also supporting system.
Look, there has to be empathy involved. Like me as a leader, I am not a leader, in my opinion, if I am not empathetic towards the team and people that I am working with. Yes, we can have these fitness parts. Yes, we can exercise, we can go out, whatever. But if I don't feel my team, we will never be successful. I will give you an example. I've been working in Sunset Hospitality Group almost 5 years. And I still have people working with me from day one. Why? Yes, company is great, but there are so many other great companies as well. What is important is the leadership. Because me, I understand and I let them, if they have their fears or concerns or they want to cry, as you said, behind, they don't need to do it behind. They can tell me. Mm-hmm. They can speak with me, share their fears and concerns, and I will be there to support them. So this is about wellness in a workplace.
No wonder you got the leader of the year so many times, right?
Yes, thank you.
I mean, at some point, everyone wanted in life a manager or a line manager who is as supportive as you're talking. So when I was checking your background to understand, I saw it that you were appointed as leader of the year.
Yes.
And now we know why.
Thank you.
You speak also about stress, about sleep rituals. And there's a lot of stress in life. We're not living in a happy life,
Yeah.
or in everything is pink and everything is happy.
Yes.
What is the one habit that you think employees should do on a daily basis that would make them feel better? And if you want specifically women.
So there is no one thing that is good for everyone. So I would advise that each person choose one ritual for himself or herself and to do it and stick to it consistently.
Okay.
So I can give examples of what we could do. For example, 30 minutes walk, meditation, switching off our devices 1-2 hours before going to bed. So take time for yourself. Again, strength training. We should never forget this. I notice in this country here, people don't drink water. This is very important. When you wake up, first thing that you need
Glass
to do,
of water.
2 glasses of water. Why
2 glasses
one?
of
2
water.
glasses. I do that every day.
I don't even finish my one glass.
I know, but it really changes you. So there are these small rituals. I don't know, before going to sleep, small stretches, 5, 10 minutes, whatever. So, whatever that is, but we need to do it consistently because wellness and well being, call it any way you like, it doesn't happen overnight. So, we need to do these small steps to feel better, but we have to do it every day.
Be consistent.
Be consistent. And another thing which I would like also to mention is sleep. So regardless of what our day was and what problems do we have, if world is falling apart around us, we need to have good sleep.
8 hours.
Ideally, for some people, 6 hours. My husband, he sleeps his 6 hours and he's perfect. I need 9 hours. But in general, we say yes, 8 hours. And also, we need to target, call it like this, to go to bed at the similar time every night. Because why? Why sleep? Because this is foundation for our hormones.
Okay.
So if we don't sleep well, we are more stressed automatically. Our energy goes down. For women especially, there is a hormonal disbalance. Sleep improves and makes sure that we have a proper hormonal disbalance. We have cognitive clarity. We are emotionally more stable, and at least when we woke up in the morning, our mind is clear. We can maybe make a better decisions.
Yeah, you're right.
So sleep, try to go to bed at similar time, and we really need to get this properly done. I know how people go to sleep late, wake up early, and then the whole day you are not yourself.
One of the things that I train myself to do is to quit devices at least 40, 50 minutes or 1 hour before I go to bed, because
Perfect.
I realized the damage that it does on the brain. And me, there was like 2-3 years of my life where I suffered from insomnia. And of course, I had to take some medication, but the hormonal imbalance that it does to the body makes you like, I want to quit that.
Yeah.
I don't want to take melatonin anymore. I don't want to take I don't know what. And you probably know it better. Lack of sleep also affects the body weight.
Yes.
It affects the hormones, the decisions, the
Everything.
clarity in your brain. So I recently discovered that.
Yes.
And I'm trying my best to have like at least 6 to 8 hours. I cannot take
Yeah,
8
you
hours.
have to. Also, very important, sleep improves your metabolism. Again, for women, regular cycle, of course, is very important. Disbalance in sleep also affects that. So there is really so many things that irregular sleep influences.
Can cause.
Yes.
A lot of companies nowadays, Vanya, speak about wellness. Okay.
Yes.
Now we don't know if they're speaking about wellness just because they are following the trend, or they really care about the employees. Sunset Hospitality Group, they do a lot of activities. They send a lot of awareness emails.
Yes.
They actually have a platform where you can go and share and speak, and they might assign you someone to help you. For the other companies, do you think they are just following the trend, or there's a lot of talk about wellness because it's important? What is it in your opinion?
I think that some companies, they talk about it because it's fashionable. I don't think it really happens, honestly. But of course, it is very important to constantly talk about well-being, not talk about it, to have responsibility towards your employees when it comes to well-being. You mentioned Sunset. Yes, they are doing so many things to improve employees' well-being. But in general, I'm not a professional HR person, but I will try to explain again from my perspective. For people, in order to have this calm mind and good well-being when at work, right? They need to have right scheduling, for example. Again, right rest. They need to sleep on time, and they need to have proper schedule so they can rest on time. Leadership. Again, this is what I was talking about. They need to have proper and good leadership team that will support them in all possible ways. They should have psychological support in case there is something. And maybe the most important thing, employees should not be afraid to report if there is any struggle within them. So I think that Sunset Hospitality Group has taken steps, and I see that they are taking steps to improve general employees' well-being. Of course, there is always small imperfections, but
We're learning.
we are learning, but all these steps are real. And this is actually what matters. So proper rest, working schedule, supportive leadership, psychological support, and ability to be able to speak about our problems, right?
Exactly. At the end of the day, if the employers are not taking care of the employees' well-being, this will affect eventually the work, the results, and
Yes.
it will eventually get on the company. So, being happy at the office, being happy within your community and your colleagues will definitely affect that on the company.
Yes,
So
for sure.
and actually this is something that is, you know, it's nice to talk about, not just to follow the trend because we have to follow the trend, because
Yeah.
eventually it's something that will affect the numbers of the company.
100%. I mean, I need to say that well-being of employees is not a marketing campaign, right? It is something that is, again, long-term, what we were talking at the beginning of our conversation. It's a long-term responsibility of a company to become better and to take care of their employees. Because if company take care of their employees, employees will give.
Exactly.
Yes.
We'll give more.
Exactly.
What about if I'm not sure if you had a case of an employee who came to you and was burned out. Why do you think an employee would feel this burnout?
Yeah.
And how do you approach that?
Yes. So I think that burnout doesn't happen over the night, and there is many factors that can lead to burnout of one person. It's not only one factor. It can be company factor that has I don't know, long shifts, no rest, no support, whatever, but also can be some personal reasons, right? If you have any problems at home, you are not happy with the environment where you live, where you work, you have some other problems, whatever, that all can lead to burnout. So in my opinion, burnout, and to reduce the burnout, should be partnership between the company and the employee. From company side, already what I listed, 5 things they need to take care of. And from the individual perspective, he or she needs to be able to alert if there is any problem on time, and not to wait 1 year or whatever and blame the company for it.
Yeah.
You need to be able to speak if there is anything which you feel that is not right. So only in this kind of coexistence, call it like that, and partnership, I think that burnout is possible to reduce.
For our colleagues in Sunset Hospitality Group who are watching this episode, if you want to give one tip to do on a daily basis, other than drinking 2 glasses of water in the morning, what would you tell them to change their perception of life if they are going through something that is not really nice, on a personal or on a professional level?
Definitely they need to speak up. If there is anything, I mean, I've been facing through my career, people from other departments are telling me that they have problems, but they are not able to speak about it. Of course, I always encourage people to talk and to be open about themselves, whatever that is. If the leadership is right, they will help you. And another thing, what I already said, there are many, many things that we should do on daily basis. But the most important thing that any of these rituals that you choose is the one who protects your energy. And when you do that ritual, that you really feel good about yourself, re-energized, and at the same time calm and happy with yourself, whatever that is.
This is something that reminds me of a lot of phases in my life, right? This is something that I discussed it previously with my friends, but I never shared it with my colleagues or anything. There was a point in time where I was burned out from not only personal issues, professional issues, and etc. etc.
Yeah.
I dealt with all these things by myself, hiding them, trying to, with the issues that we have on a daily basis, stress
Yeah.
of all kinds of stress. I was only able to overcome, of course, it affected my professional life. I was not able to work. I was not able to focus. The only thing that made my life easier is coming to a person who can help me, who can guide me, who can teach me how to manage these things. And I was not afraid to speak up because I felt that maybe this is my last shot. If it's not gonna work, I don't know what to do.
Exactly.
And I only helped myself by speaking up, by reaching to a someone who is professional enough to tell me what is the issue, what is the solution, how I can
Yes.
avoid that. I even did the professional, when you do a session with your therapist, you speak about so many things. One of the major things that I worked on is communication at work. Because I was not able to communicate with my colleagues, with my line
Yeah.
manager.
You
I
see?
hated everyone around me. I hated my job. I was forced to wake up at, my job was from 8 to 5. I was waking up at 8 something because my body was failing me.
Yeah, I understand.
And I was only able to manage that when I spoke about that with a professional person. So I really know what you mean, and I really want people who are watching this episode to understand the importance of wellness
Yes.
at work and at home as well.
Yes.
And this is the only reason why we continue working and to find the passion
Yes.
in life.
I
There's
will
also
just interrupt you with this. The bottom line of all the changes and transformation and being good and feeling good is that you have to decide it yourself.
exactly.
Until you...
Do you need help
Exactly.
or no?
Exactly. So we can talk and preach whatever, but if the person does not decide, it doesn't take this first step, nothing will happen. I will just give again my own example. So past 1 year was literally the hardest in my life. No one from my work environment would know this because I have this facade, right? Everybody know me. Hey, Vanja,
Smile
I'm
and hide
always...
everything.
I'm
They have
always
nothing to do
great.
with my issues. You hide them.
Exactly. And everybody think that I am like so good, but actually deep inside, I was literally struggling so much until one day I decided that no, I'm not going to feel like this anymore. I need to do something about myself. And this is when change happened. So I did a click in my mind and I look as well for help. I also had the professional help and many other things that I've done. On the way, before I decided, I lost my self-confidence completely. I lost my self-respect. And to say this loudly now, it sounds like, wow.
Exactly, especially that you're a leader and you have employees
Yes.
who report to you and take you
Exactly.
as an idol at work.
Right. They could never notice this, but I know that I lost my self-respect. So I decided that I need to give this back to myself. I deserve to respect myself and feel good about myself. So for some time, I did lots of things to be better. And I want to share one exercise that everybody can use starting today. And it's very simple. Maybe for some people will sound ridiculous, but it's really so useful.
If
that
it
you
worked
can,
with you,
it
it will
worked.
work with others.
So all you need 3 minutes of your life every day. You just need to step in front of the mirror. Everybody have mirror at 3 minutes. And you need to stand and look at yourself without talking. And you will see how after some time your lips will start. You will
Smiling.
start smiling. And then you will start seeing this person who were before and who you want to be. And when you start your day, when you start looking at yourself, it's like, oh,
I look
I'm
good.
I'm good. I look good. I feel good. And this is when change starts to happen. And it happens to start within you. So when I have become better, my physical body did not change. I am still super fit. I train, I do everything what I'm doing for the
the
past
mindset.
20 years. But it's mindset. So I've started coming to work, and people who haven't seen me, for example, the whole summer, wow, what happened? You are so beautiful. I'm getting this feedback, and nothing changed on me. It's just I return my self-confidence and I feel good about myself. So everybody do this exercise.
Vanya, you might not believe what I'm gonna say now, but between 2019 and 2020, when I decided to isolate myself and move to my house, so no one would see what I'm going through, one of the things that I used to do is I looked at the mirror every morning and I forced myself to say that you deserve.
Yes.
You deserve a good morning. You deserve a good day. And you said that people might say it's ridiculous. Me, in
It's not.
2018, if you tell me this, I would say you're going crazy. But I swear I did it for 1 year and a half.
Yeah.
And I said to myself, good morning, and you deserve a good day today. Nobody's going to affect that. Nobody's going to take that from you.
Yes.
And people were, nowadays, they tell me, what did you do? What are you drinking? What are you eating?
Yeah.
And I just simply say nothing.
Nothing.
No Botox.
No.
Nothing. It's just the being, accepting the fact that you can be someone, you can work on yourself, you can overcome any issue. So
Yes.
this is not a ridiculous exercise. It's something that worked on you and it's
Yeah.
something that worked on me.
Yeah.
And it will work on so many others.
For sure.
Now, before I finish this episode, we mentioned technology at some point in life, and I know you did a lot of panels about technology.
Yes, I did.
Are you afraid of too much technology or little technology in your field?
Neither, to be honest. In my opinion, soul of wellness are people and connection between people. And we will never lose that. Although, yes, digitalization is crazy. We need data. Everybody loves to wear the gadgets and to see how many steps did I do today, how many calories I burn, what's my progress 1, 2, 3 months. Yes, it's great.
So it's a
to
tool.
It's a
a
great
tool.
tool, and yes, it helps us professionals working in this field to be more precise and to know how to navigate our clients' road, path, success,
Exactly.
right? But on the other side, in my opinion, technology will never replace human never. So I'm not worried about it at all.
And finally, to summarize all this discussion, I want you to tell me, what does Sunset Hospitality Group mean to you, being with them for 5 years and being
Yeah.
a top leader for so many times? There's something behind that.
Yes.
Why you're still with Sunset, and what does it mean to you?
Well, I've been able to grow myself within the group. I've been able to be myself. Because before, in the previous, some of them, workplaces, I was always limited to do things not really my way, but to navigate to the way of maybe my superior or something. But in Sunset, I am really given an opportunity to do things the way I think it's the best. Of course, it wasn't easy at the beginning, but I have proven that the way how we do things at Raise, that it works, and that this is a long long-term commitment and long-term success, I can say. So I value people really at Sunset. I value passion, not only in race department, everywhere. In any department, if I go to head office, I will see and feel passion of people working in HR, for example. I just feel it, and it's just a place where all of us who are involved, we really can make a change. And I think, and we've been growing so fast, that we are all together part of something really meaningful.
Thank you so much, Vanya, for being with us. I'm really happy that we made it.
We made
we
it.
spoke about wellness. We spoke about so many things. We spoke about things that probably we never mentioned them on our podcast before, because we were waiting for this opportunity, and you were the right
Thank
person
you.
to discuss that with
My
us.
pleasure.
Thank you for being with us. Thank you for watching this episode. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow our Instagram account to stay up to date with all Sunset Hospitality Group news.